Why, hello there, and welcome to my channel. In today's world, there's a lot of talk about minimalism. In the 1800s, there was a group of people who lived the minimalist life. They lived in a small cabin and lived off the land. They didn't need to buy food because they raised their own gardens, fished for their supper, and hunted for a variety of other meat. They wore the same set of clothes every day. They even were known to save on their water supply by taking a bath every month or so. It did get a bit lonely. Even those lonely mountain men needed to catch up with the news once in a while. So you're invited to mosey up to the old porch, grab yourself a chair, 'cause it's time to read a newspaper together. We are reading the Portsmouth Journal, dated Saturday, May 28, 1870. New England coast scenes. There is more truth than poetry in the proverbial expression, rock-bound coast of New England. For all time have the rollers of the stormy Atlantic beaten impotently against the grim ocean front and been vexed into foam and spray among the huge rocks which lie half concealed under the restless wave. Just 10 miles south of Portsmouth are a bunch of islands called the Isles of Shoals. The inhabitants of the Isles of Shoals depend on the ever-abundant treasures of the sea for subsistence. They are expert fishermen and are alike at home when pursuing the herring and the whale. For vegetables and fresh meats, they rely upon the mainland, exchanging their fish for such named necessaries of life. Sometimes the Isle of Shoals will be for days enveloped in a deep fogs, and the inhabitants seem to be as comfortable under the infliction as do the fish in the surrounding sea. We encourage you to visit the Isle of Shoals. The clear, bracing atmosphere will make your blood dance with invigoration, your appetite become sharp-set, your spirits exhilarated, and everything is joyous. Those residents on Hanover, near Fleet Street, must feel somewhat chagrined by the prospect of 2 old buildings that have recently been moved there. These relics of departed worth, like several others we know of, look as if a slight breeze would cause their total destruction. The owners of property in that and other localities, if they would feel secure, should consult some of our insurance agents on extra hazardous risks, for it is not usual that such combustible material is tolerated by any city. Hey folks, I found this article amusing about moving houses and found these pictures I thought you might enjoy too, of moving houses in the 1800s. Let me know what you think about them in the comments below. The appropriation by the city of $300 for sprinkling the streets meets with hearty approval. Many would have been glad if an appropriation had been made for the improvement of the outside of the city building. Several articles of jewelry, greenbacks, and smaller trifles were found in the circus grounds the next morning after the departure of Lent's establishment. Wine bitters, standard, pure, genuine, reliable. It's the best, most reliable tonic and bitter on the market. It contains Peruvian bark, chamomile flowers, snake root, wild cherry bark, calamus, ginger, and such other herbs and roots, has always been found most health-giving and invigorating. Rogers Groups, Foster Shores and Company. Groups of Statuary by John Rogers. Coming to the parson. The minister is sitting in his study at his table, reading his paper, and just looked up to notice a couple approaching hand in hand. The young man is pointing with his thumb to his companion and asking the parson to marry them. Parting promise. A young man is about to start a journey, and on parting from his lady love, puts an engagement ring on her finger. Any of Rogers' groups will be furnished at short notice and at New York prices. These are just the thing for Christmas presents and make one of 1,000 beautiful articles to be seen at Shores Congress Block Bookstore. I never saw these statues before reading the advertisement in this newspaper, and I found these other lovely sculptures. Take a look. If you're liking this channel, check out my second channel, Life in the 1900s Newspapers. It has the 1900s, the 1910s, and the 1920s.